It just, and I wrote it on Thursday. I said, yo, God knew what he was doing. He said, son, it's your birthday. I'm going to bless you with 70, 80 degree weather. And it was beautiful. I was feeling nice. I was like, wifey, I said, yo, babe, we outside. We went outside. We came back inside, and I was sick.
Twice I heard it.
Twice I heard it.
Power heals.
Mercy hits.
So I don't rush.
I don't fear.
I don't flinch.
I don't fall.
I
I like my soul. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. That's cool. That's cool. That's it. That's the one. Welcome. Let me turn this down because I don't want them to cut me off. I got time for that. So, welcome. I decided to come to YouTube with it. It's just I'm just doing whatever, you feel me? I'm doing what I want to do. And I encourage you to do the same. If you're not familiar with me, JahTheVoice, self-explanatory. See me on any platform at JahTheVoice. If you see me on IG, on Instagram, lately I've been doing a lot of just mental things. So if you go to that, for the last 100 days, you'll just see ice baths. Ice bath. I was challenging my mind to be as tough as my body was. That's all that was. So, but welcome. Oh, I'm gonna jump right like, yo. I was journaling over the weekend and I know a lot of people, they ask me constantly, daily, like, yo, Jah, why you doing an ice bath? That's the notorious question. Like, yo, what is, they laugh about it, they joke about it. Some inquiries are serious about it. But they ask, yo, Jah, like, what's the ice bath about? Because it's not one time. They probably see me one time. I'm like, all right. It's one time thing, 2 times, all right. But 100 days straight, and I got 265 more days to go. Let's just say it's been mentally encouraging. Like I've been building, just like every other part of our body has muscle, our mental is a muscle that must be worked. Just as well as the body. If the head go, the body will follow. That's science. That's automatic. That's neuroscience. Like, you could do your research on that. The mental goes, the body will follow in any case scenario you want to put it. I know I did take a break because I had to take a break. Because even though I was mentally strong, I was physically weak. Like, not as in like going to, because I would still go to the gym and all that. I'm doing everything I had to. Except for I wasn't taking my vitamins or nothing. Like, I was just out there. So I travel a lot. Around the last day I took my ice bath, I just came back from New York. From New York City. I went back home, went to visit the family and everything. It was about below 10. Like, I put it up on the gram and all that. Degrees said below 10 degrees. It feels like negative 10. And that was the snowstorm when I think it was pretty much across the states. All the states got shut down. That was the first snowstorm of the year. It was about like 24 inches. Like I said, negative 10 degrees. From that, flew back home, came back to Atlanta. Damn near 80 degrees. Cool. Got in the ice bath. No, I'm lying. It was about probably like 60 to 70. Right after that, right after I got back home, drove to family, Florida, Walt Disney. 80 degrees. It's hotter. I'm out there shirt off. You feel me? So we went from negative 10 to 60, 70 to the 80. Then once we got back to Atlanta from Walt Disney, from Florida, temperature dropped. It's about 30 degrees in Georgia. And all this time I'm doing ice baths, but I'm in and out, state to state. I'm in and out. Pores is wide open. Like I said, I ain't taking no vitamins. I'm not really caring for my body the way I should have been. Especially at the, I'm not as young as I once was. So I'm out here willy-nilly. I'm just, still thinking I'm about 25 or whatever. But it hit me. The day of my birthday, the craziest part. think it was February 10th. It just, and I wrote it on Thursday. I said, yo, God knew what he was doing. He said, son, it's your birthday. I'm going to bless you with 70, 80 degree weather. And it was beautiful. I was feeling nice. I was like, wifey, I said, yo, babe, we outside. We went outside. We came back inside, and I was sick. And I ain't take an ice bath since. I had this contagious cough. Contagious. I went to ER. I went to my doctor. The crazy part is I wasn't severely sick as my daughter was sick. Dad, you're severely sick. I'm not severely sick, Amber. I'm just coughing, trying to figure out what's going on with me. I had the cough for, this is going on 3 weeks, and it's still lingering. But nonetheless, I'm better. Like I could sleep at night. Though these past 3 weeks I couldn't sleep, I would cough throughout the night. Constantly waking up the whole crib, just coughing. It got worse at night. And some of y'all know, it gets worse at night. The doctors, they couldn't find nothing. Nobody couldn't find nothing. They don't know why I'm coughing. But I am healed. And I am back. And I do plan on finishing my 365 days of the ice bath. But yeah, what did it do for me? Like, I wrote down the whole, like, what is this ice bath doing? God has been, some of y'all may feel a way about this, but I'm going to put it on record. I'm going to put it on air. I love y'all. If y'all love me, I definitely love y'all. I rock with y'all. If y'all rock with me, I definitely rock with you. But some people may take offense and some people may feel, But when I speak of God, like the big God, I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid. I'm not apologetic about it. You could take offense to that. Sorry, but not sorry. Because I know what he did. I know where he brought me from, and I know where he's bringing me to. Like, I'm living in the evidence. I'm living in 4 or 5 years worth of prayers. Like, I need y'all to hear me. Like, when I mention the big guy, put some respect on his name. And if you feel away, then feel away. But put some respect on his name. He's been good. He's been more than good. He's deserving. Like I said, I always say deserving is a two-facet word, because sometimes we get what we don't deserve. Like, sometimes life gives you what you don't deserve. You could plant a harvest full of good seeds, wonderful seeds, beautiful seeds, only for a storm to come wipe it all out. That's the circle of life. And sometimes it gives you what you don't deserve. But could you still be faithful? Could you still be steadfast? Could you still be patient and believing and hopeful and prayerful and not wavering? You may grow weary, but not wavering. Right? That's the story of my life. And this ice bath been a tremendous help. So much so that I almost filled my whole journal of how helpful it's been. And so when people ask me, I have wrote down, like, just to give y'all a little scoop inside my life, like my journal. Like, some ways this ice bath challenge has been showing up in my life, my everyday life. This trust. Like, if I had to choose one word, like if you would say, yo, Jah, give me one word. Give me one word of what that ice bath been doing. Just give me one word. That one word would be trust. Like, I trust myself now more than ever. And I'm talking about in any given situation. Like, we're gonna talk about how good God has been to me. Like, we're gonna get there. But let's start with the trust. I want to start with this trust. Oh my goodness. Trust. Like, the amount of trust I have, like the percentage. Like, on a scale of 1 through 10, 10. Like on the scale of 1 through 10, Jah, how much do you trust yourself? A fully loaded 10. The whole chamber. Like and all glory to God, all credits to the ice bath. All credits to the mental challenge. All credits to me fit mentally and physically, because I physically put my body in that ice cold bath for 100 days straight. Knowing how uncomfortable it was. Knowing how uncomfortable it felt. Knowing I did not want to do it. That's one of my greatest fears. Ice cold water. But physically torturing my body for 100 days only to feed my mental. Only to build my mental. If I had one word, it would be trust. I fully trust myself. With everything in me, with every bone, every inch in my body, I trust me. And if I had to bet on anybody, fourth quarter, last seconds, I trust me. Analogy, basketball, give me the ball. Jordan, Kobe, give me the ball. I'm not LeBron in this situation. I'm not passing. That's far from my mental. I want to take the last shot. I'll pin in the reps. I'll pin in the mental reps. Go back the last 100 days. Scroll, and you'll see I'll pin in the reps. I'll pin in the mental reps. I'll pin in the physical reps. I'll put myself in that ice bath. I'll pour the ice. First couple days, wifey, I said, hey, I don't want you involved in this no more. I'ma do it. Smooth, my homeboy, yo, Jah, Nunu, she not pouring the ice. She ain't even gotta pour it, bro. Like, this is what I need to do. Like, she ain't got nothing to do with this. She ain't got nada. This is me. So that's the word, trust. And now, as I was journaling, it's so crazy. Like I wrote everything. I wrote everything that I trust me to do. And like I said, which is everything. Like I'm trust to make the right decisions, to make the hard decisions. Because one of the hardest decisions ever is to torture yourself. Like one of the hardest decisions ever. Like you'll rather torture, I guarantee you'll rather torture somebody else or watch somebody else get tortured than to torture yourself. Like, do you know how much pain do you know how that feels? Like it's cool. Like it's like when I got I promise you, when I got persecuted across the internet, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like it was cool. Everybody sitting back laughing. Like it's cool to sit back and laugh at somebody else's pain. It's cool to sit back and judge. It's cool to sit back and interrogate. It's cool to do all that. It's cool to be behind the screen and have something to say about every little thing. But you got to ask yourself, what are you doing? You got to ask yourself, like, are you willing to do the same thing that you're doing to that person? Like, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to torture you? Because I was. And like I said, the evidence is there. The proof is there. All you got to do is go back. Instagram, at JahTheVoice, and it's there. Jah pouring the ice. Jah getting in the ice bath. Jah ducking his head in the ice cold water. Jah is nobody else. I ain't got a twin. This is not AI. This is none of that. This is. So do I trust myself to do the right thing? Absolutely. Do I trust myself to make the right decisions? Absolutely. Do I trust myself to make the hard decisions? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Absolutely. I'll vouch for me. And I even wrote in their head, like, I don't need you to trust me. I ain't looking for your trust. Like, I ain't looking for your trust. I don't need you to trust me. I don't need you to believe in me. I'll believe it. I'll believe in me. I trust me. Like, even when it comes down to my wife. And someday my kids. because they kids right now, they automatically gonna trust daddy. But there may come a time when they get older. We all get older. And we can't put our trust in everybody. We can't put our trust in he and she. I trust me. I'm not looking for the next man, the next human. I'm not looking for nobody to trust me. And I even told wifey, like, babe, I know I had a lot of flaws. I had. Past it, like I had. And I still got some. I'm still far from perfect. I came a long way, but I got a long way to go. But if you just look back on how far I came, like if we could just take a minute to pause and reflect, that's what this journaling is for. That's what this journaling is for. Like 4 pages back and front. Like if we could just take the time to look back and reflect, like, trust me, I did the work. I can't say what nobody else did. I can't vouch for nobody else. And can't nobody else really vouch for me? They could partially because the proof is there. But, believe half what you're seeing. But I know the work I put in. I trust me with every second of my life and everybody that's attached to me. Everybody who I love. Like if you need somebody, like, I'm going to stop right there. I said, like, I am sure. I trust myself to make the right decisions, the right choices in the hardest, most challenging times. I overly. That's what I said. I said I overly. Like I said, I overly, 100%, 1,000. I overly trust me. I overly trust me. Now, like, I am sure. I am certain. I am confident. Like, let's pause right there because there was a time in my life, and I'll be the first to admit it. I was very arrogant. In fact, if you take a look back on my ice bath, and I might post it, I might clip it, I might thumbnail it or something. When I said my daughter said, "Daddy, you arrogant." And that was within the first 10 days of the ice bath challenge. And even with that, I had to take a moment to reflect because even though I felt like my arrogance was a good arrogance, like I wasn't arrogant in a bad way. I was like I just stand firm on who I am and what I say and what I do and what I stand for. Principles, morals. But even with that, I had to take a step back and reflect, like, hold on. Because my daughter is very intelligent. And she might be on to something. And she was on to something. And there was a time where I was extremely arrogant. Extremely. And it might have been the way I was raised. It might be the Brooklyn in me. I'm pretty sure it is the Brooklyn in me. I'm just very sure of what I want and who I am. And how I move. Like, and you should too. Like, I'm him. But it was in an arrogant way. And as I stopped and started to reflect, I said that. I admitted to that. But I also felt a shift, like that arrogance is no longer there. And I'm still trying to pray it out of me because there still might be still might be some residue, some sticking, not completely vanquished. But that arrogance transformed into confidence. Because I could pinpoint also sometimes in my life where the arrogance was outweighing the confidence. Or the arrogance was masking the It's crazy, I got this tattoo. Laugh now, cry later. Where the arrogance was masking the confidence. Because I wasn't so confident. So I had to mask it. So if we go into point number 2, like what did that ice bath do? It also built some confidence. Confidence for what? Confidence to do the right thing. Confidence too, back to point 1, trust in me. To make the hard decision. Because 9 times, like I'm pretty sure many could relate. 9 times out of 10, sometimes the hard decision is the right decision. Because we be so arrogant. We be so arrogant and stuck in our ways that we want to do what we want to do, when we want to do it, how we want to do it, where we want. That's arrogance. That's ego. And I had to suppress, not even suppress, I had to deal with it. And I've dealt with it to the point where no matter how hard, no matter how challenging, no matter how difficult, the adversity, the decision that I have to make, it will get made, rightfully so. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Sheesh. Obedience is better than sacrifice. You sacrificing a lot because you arrogant. You sacrificing a lot because you stuck in your. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So I dealt with it. And like I said, no matter how difficult the decision, at the end of the day, a decision has to be made. And if you don't want to be looking over your shoulder the next 20 years because you made the wrong decision, or you did somebody wrong, or you living wrong, and now you're afraid that it might catch up to you, you better get in the habit. Those last 100 days, those was atomic habits, which now have compounded. If you don't want to be looking over your shoulder in the next 20 years because you did somebody wrong, you better get used to making the right decisions. Like, get comfortable in the uncomfortable places. Learn to get comfortable in the uncomfortable places. It will help you in the long run. It will. So that's, yeah, oh man. This is good, might I add. Might I add. Get comfortable. Like, you're saving time by doing the right thing. Let me say that. You are saving time. You're saving years, which we don't have a lot of in actuality. You're saving a lot of time by doing the right thing and making the right decisions. You know why I feel so confident now? Do you know why I trust myself? Because I make the right decisions. No, even if it hurts, and even if not just hurt me, but the ones I love, because that's an even more painful hurt. Like, when you got to make a decision that doesn't necessarily sit right with the ones you love, like, it'll hurt you more than if it was a decision that you hadn't made that would hurt you. If it hurts somebody that I love, that's a different type of pain. But again, if it's the right thing to do, then obedience is better than sacrifice. It's better than sacrificing their feelings. It's better than sacrificing your feelings. Like, not gonna do this. Let me just sacrifice how I'm feeling for the moment, because it's temporary. Like, how you feeling right now, what they feeling right now is temporary. I promise you, I can almost guarantee you, the decisions you make, well, that's a decision for years to come. That's a decision for you. It's to your benefit. It is not temporary. It may be, it is not temporary. It's eternal. It's long term. Just make the right decision and don't sacrifice do not pick the sacrifice over your obedience. That's what I'm getting at. I'm sure, back to that, I am certain, I am confident that not only the ice baths, but all the work over the years the ice bath, that was really just for y'all to see. That was really just for my children. Like for one day when I'm not here, God forbid is sooner than later. Like the whole crazy part about this thing, though, like I promise you, the crazy part about this, and words is powerful. Words is extremely powerful. And as these years went by, I've been extremely watchful over my words. But I am content if I was to leave this earth, again, rather sooner than later, that I will be in a place, a heavenly place, seated, right next to the throne of God. Like I believe my room is prepared or being prepared because I'm not there yet. But I am content with the way that I live, the way that I love. Like I said before, every day I put love on the line. Like this is don't mistake this for motivation. Don't mistake it for theory. Don't mistake it for philosophy or no. Like when I speak, it has meaning. It has thought. It has truth. So when I said every day I put love on the line, I do. Even though it's not what I'm best at. Every day I sacrifice. I make a sacrificial sacrifice. And I go out there and I put love at, even though it's the least of my talents. I'm far better at just loving me. Introverted. Doing what I want to do. Pleasing me. Fulfilling my own desires. I'm far better at competing with the man that you look, the man in the middle. I'm far better. Doing things your way. I suck at love. But yet every day I put it on the line. Because I know that succeeding in love is far better than, no, scratch that. I know that feeling. For a fact. I know that feeling in love is far better than succeeding in pride. I know that feeling, and you could quote me on that. I know that feeling in love, F-A-I-L-I-N-G, in love, is far greater, far greater than succeeding in pride. So every day I put it on the line. Every day I give myself another chance. Every day I got the grace of God already. So it's sufficient to give myself the grace. Every day I give myself grace. Put love on the line. I try it again and again and again and again and again, which tells me I'm making the right decisions. Like I said, the ice bath, that was a plus for y'all to see. I'm making the right decisions. You can't tell that every day I'm putting love on the line. You can't tell. Honestly, I can't even, no, I haven't. I wasn't able to tell. Wifey had to tell me, Jah, you've been doing amazing. Like you blowing my mind. And in my head, I'm joyful. Because I know the work that I put in. Like I said, nobody may know. Y'all just know the ice, but I know the work that I put in. For her to feel that every day I sacrifice, every day I put love on the line. And it is working. It is working. You have to do the personal work. And not just for show. Like I said, the ice bath is a bonus. For one day, my kids, like I said, like back to that. God forbid if I go sooner than later, I would be content that my soul will live forever. And it will not burn. My soul will live forever. And I will be happy. And my kids could have something to look back on and say, Daddy did that. There is 365 days of proof. You don't just got the people word. Like, you ain't just got to hear from he saying, she say, your dad was a good guy. No. Proof. That every day he put his mind to the challenge. Every day he put his body in an uncomfortable situation just so he could be better. Just so he could make the right decision. Just so you could live and have proof and have like evidence, help. Like, this is for you. Embry, Jakar, Jace. If I have any more kids after this, this is for you, my nieces, my nephews, or 20, 30 plus of y'all. And we not even done yet. This is the lineage. Like, this is... Like, God told my roots, like, your descendants will be many. Moms and pops had 10 kids. They now have over 30 grands. Like, this is for you. So, yes, I did the personal work behind the scenes, off camera, that y'all may never even, y'all will never see. Y'all may hear about it. I mean, y'all just kind of hurt, but y'all, proof. That's what the ice bath is doing. It's just a bonus. It's just a bonus. Yeah. All the choices I've made have casted a vote to the person that I am today. All the choices that I have made have casted a vote of who I am today. All. Not some. Not some. Like, I don't even want... I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. I have thoughts. There are many times I have thoughts, lingering thoughts and strange thoughts and odd thoughts and thoughts that I don't necessarily know where they came from. Far from perfect. But I could almost say 99.9999. See, my actions is different from thoughts. You could think a thing, but don't act on it. You could always reroute a thought. You don't have to ruminate. And that's also something that I got really good at. Because just because you had the thought, it doesn't mean you have to stay there. It doesn't mean that's where you have to rest your head at. Reroute. Reset. Do something. Get up. Take a walk. Drink some cold water. Pitch ice in an ice cold bath. That'll freeze your thoughts for sure. Reroute. Restart. Reset. Just because you had the thought, that's not where you have to rest your head at. Reroute it. So yes, I would even say 100% of the actions that I've made casted a vote of the person you're looking at today. Almost damn near 100%. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But do I strive to be? Absolutely. Absolutely. I had to work. I had to work like hell to get out of the perfectionist. That personality I had, and I'm still working. But that doesn't take away the fact that I can absolutely still strive for it. I'm just smart. I'm just wise enough now to know that I may never reach it, but I could give myself grace every time I fall short of it. I still strive for it. 100% of the actions I made casted the vote for who I am today. And that's not arrogance. That's confident. I've grown to the point of my life where I'm not looking for nobody to trust me. I'm just not. That's not my focus point. That's not my focus point. I know if I could trust me, I know everything that I've done, every ounce of work that I put in, I know the results are gonna. The results show. Results speak for itself. Men lie, people lie, numbers don't. Results don't. Actions don't. You could say one thing, but you'll do another. People don't believe what you say. People believe what you do. I gave a story before. My son, I saw him in kindergarten, came home with a whole page, wrote it in script. I said, Kai, where did you learn that from? You know, as I know, they stopped teaching script in school some years ago. Where did you learn that from? He said, Daddy, I saw you. I said, so, he saw me what? Was I doing the right thing? Daddy, you taught me. I said, oh. He watches what I do. He's not necessarily listening to what I say. Yes, he is. But more importantly, he's watching me. My every move, my every action, my every word. Am I paying it to action? People don't believe what you say. People believe what you do. Give yourself a good reputation. Another thing the ice bath told me is patience. Patience, child. You better. Let me read this to y'all real quick before we get out of here. Let me read this to y'all before. I got a few things, but I'm going to start with this one. As I land the plane, as we would like to say in this side of the world. Patience, 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 patience. Learn the arts. It's an art. It's a science. It's a science to this thing, right? It's a science to everything. I like to believe there's a science to everything in this world. It's a science to everything. You just gotta learn. You just gotta learn. You just gotta have the patience. Cause science takes. I hated science, bro. I don't want to go on. Science takes patience. I don't want to go on a ramble. I gotta stick to what I'm talking about. I don't have ADHD. I promise y'all. Don't. I focus on the tasks ahead of you. I've been doing good. It's production for it. They cut off the lights. Patience. Learn the art of patience. Apply discipline to your thoughts, as I said earlier. When they become anxious over the outcome of a goal, impatience brings anxiety, fear, discomfort, discouragement, and failure. Patience creates confidence, decisiveness, a rational outlook, which eventually leads to success. Patience, child. Patience. I trust me to make the right decision, decisive. I trust me to move with purity, honesty, integrity, patience, humbleness, meekness, gentleness, and understanding. I trust me for the best possible outcome ever. If I had any last words of encouragement, I would say give yourself patience. No, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. And with that, patience will work its way in. Put yourself in some uncomfortable situations that you know physically makes you like you want to feel, you want to, not mentally like, I don't mentally want to be here, but I'm just short, like you're going to work. Like it's, for many of us, it's our duty. We have to provide. Our kids gotta eat. We gotta eat. We gotta live. Put yourself in a physically uncomfortable situation to where your body feels uncomfortable. And you have to mentally work your mental muscle to build mental toughness. Because as we all know, if you start with the head, the body will follow. Everything's gonna be all right. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. Get in some uncomfortable situations. Put yourself in some uncharted territory, because that's where growth happens. The most beautiful things, make it your canvas, make it your it's uncharted. And it's uncharted for a reason. Mark it and grow. That's all I gotta say. I love y'all. And if you love me, I love you more. I rock with you. If you rock with me, I rock with you more. This is Vanquish. This is JahTheVoice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My hope and my prayer is that you enjoyed, is that you enjoyed, is that you enjoyed, is that you was fed, you was fed, you was fed, you got something out of it, you got something out of it, you got something out of it. And now to the King, the ever-wise, the eternal, the immortal, the invisible, the matchless, the amazing, the Holy One, the only true living God, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Now to him be the glory and the honor forever.